G'day everyone, welcome back to a brand new video on the YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be going through every single game for round 1 and who I've happened to tip for that game. And if you guys happen to enjoy this video, please show me that by liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you're new, and hitting that notification bell so you can be notified when a new video is coming out. Enough wasting your time, let's get straight into the video. Now, starting off the round, we've got the Carlton Blues taking on the Richmond Tigers at the MCG. Now, after opening round, we've seen that Carlton is a club that can come back after being down by 46 points. And after seeing the Tigers lose by 39 points, it's definitely not looking good for the Tigers for this game, and I most likely would say the Blues win this one. I'm going to go with the Blues by 39 points. Second game of the round, we've got the Pies taking on the Sydney Swans at the MCG once again. Now, so far the Swans have had a great start to the season after winning by 22 points against the Melbourne Demons. And we saw Collingwood have a shocking loss against the GWS Giants at Giants Stadium. And yes, so it's really not looking good for the Pies going into round 1, but quite frankly, it's their first game at their home turf. And yes, the Swans are going to have a great season this year, but out of all the games that the Pies are to lose this year, I don't see this one being one of them, and I genuinely do think that the Pies should get this one done by a potential 10 points. We've got another game at the MCG, and this one is the Essendon Bombers taking on the Hawthorn Hawks. Now, neither of these teams actually happen to play during opening round, so it's going to be a little bit tough to tip. But from what I've seen so far in pre-season, it looks like Jack Ginnivan's going to be an absolute gun alongside Marvin Gorchol. So, based off what I've seen on pre-season, I'm just going to go with the Hawks for this one. I reckon it'll still be a close game though, so we'll go the Hawks by 7 points. Alright, next game we've got the GWS Giants taking on the North Melbourne Kangaroos at the Sydney Showgrounds. Now, North is another side that we haven't seen play yet, but I don't really think that matters too much. From what we've seen in opening round, GWS is going to be an absolutely amazing side once again this year after they did defeat the previous premiers Collingwood by a total of 33 points, I believe it was. And yeah, it's a home game for the Giants, and with it being a home game, the Giants are going to be absolutely great this year. North have quite frankly just been a bottom 4 side for the past few years, and I think this is another year for them to be in the bottom 4 and potentially even wooden spooners. So yeah, I'm going to say the Giants are going to win this by an absolute smashing. I'm going to go a total of 70 points. Could be a big call, but that's what I'm thinking in my head at the moment. Alright, at GMHBA, we've got the Geelong Cats taking on the St Kilda Saints. Now, even though the Saints happened to go all the way to finals last year and the Cats struggled to even crack the top 10 last year, it's sort of looking good for the Saints, but I don't know. I feel like the Saints could fall off heaps this year and the Cats could potentially rise up a little bit more this year. And it's the Cats' first game of the season, and not only that, it is also their first home game of the season, so I find it very likely that the Cats should be able to get this one done. I think it'll definitely be a close game, but I'm going to go the Cats by a potential 15 points. Next game, we've got the Gold Coast Suns taking on the Adelaide Crows at People First Stadium. Now, this game is sort of hard to tip. We saw in opening round that the Suns are definitely going to be a great side this year. But the Crows are kind of just like a 50-50 side this year. They're either going to play really, really well this year, or they're going to play really, really poorly this year. But with the Suns, I generally think that they're going to be slightly better than the Crows this year, and it's the Suns' home game, so I just find it very unlikely that the Crows should be able to get it done. So I'm going to go the Suns by 23 points. I'm going to go 23 points. Now for the next game, for the Melbourne Demons taking on the Western Bulldogs at the MCG. This could be a very big call, but I generally do think the Dogs should be able to get it done. I don't know, it is a home game for the Ds, but quite frankly, Melbourne just haven't had the greatest start to the season just yet. After losing by 22 points against the Sydney Swans, I just don't find it very likely that they could beat the Dogs. I think the Dogs could potentially win an upset this week, and I'm going to go the Dogs. It'll be a close game. I'm going to go 12 points. Second last game of the round, we've got Port Adelaide taking on the West Coast Eagles at Adelaide Oval. There's not really too much to say about this game, other than the fact that it's Port's first game of the season, and they're versing the previous wooden spooners. And not only that, it's Port's home game, and out of all the games for Port Adelaide to lose this year, I just don't think this will be one of them. I'm going to say Port win this one, absolute smashing, and I'm going to go 53 points. And the final game of the round, we've got the Freo Dockers taking on the Brisbane Lions at Optus Stadium. And even though it is Freo's home game this week, they're versing a team that happened to make a grand final last year, and the Lions only lost by 1 point against Carlton in opening round, so I think this is their chance to redeem themselves. Even though it is Freo's home game, Freo just haven't been a great side the previous couple of years. And yeah, I'm going to say Lions win this one by 51 points. Alrighty, well that is it for my round 1 tips. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when a new video is coming out. See you guys in the next video. Peace.